Hey guys and dolls, so I hope the noise is not too distracting for you today because I have a couple things I want to talk to you about, and this video is dealing with potassium. Now of course on keto, potassium, magnesium, sodium are all kind of hyped up for us because our electrolytes get out of balance at first if we don't figure out how to control it. Now of course most of us know about we're supposed to have 4,700 milligrams of potassium a day. So I was like, well, there's no way I'm getting that. You know, everything I type into MyFittnessPal, I'm virtually getting none. Holy crap. So I did what most ketoers would do, and I bought some potassium. 99 milligrams. That's all I could find. So I got on, Amazon. Surely there must be a high dose of potassium somewhere. Well, then I was also reading about my blood pressure pills, which are lisinopril. Apparently potassium and lisinopril, not so much a good combination. I don't really know what it does, and I can't really find a full explanation on it, although I need to look at that better. But I will. So anyway, I thought, well, I guess I just have to take a lot of these. Luckily I didn't, because I think there's something that a lot of people don't know about potassium. And it's a lot more prevalent than you might even imagine. Now, many of us have probably done a search for fruits and vegetables with potassium in them. Many of us have been fed the banana lie, which is high in potassium and really good for you, but it's not. So I wanted to find out more about where all I could find potassium sources. And one day, and I was just accidentally doing this, I was looking for the nutritional stuff for pork chops. And what I read nearly floored me. So this is the first thing I found out. Well, I didn't write it down. But anyway, the first one I read was like a large pork chop, which was about 219 grams. So it's probably a really good, healthy size pork chop. It had like 800 milligrams of potassium in it. It's like, wait a damn minute. You can get pork chop potassium? Why has nobody ever told me this? Eggs have potassium. Okay. Chicken has potassium. Almost every meat you eat has amazing potassium. And I'm just going to read you a few of them. But like pork chops, and here it is. I did write it down. Pork chops, 219 gram size pork chop, 690 milligrams of potassium. A ribeye steak. Now this is for a 10-ounce ribeye. Most of us go for the 8-ounce, but it still holds true. For a 10-ounce ribeye, 757 milligrams of potassium. Okay. Then I found this, and I was talking to a guy the other day, and he said he put 1 teaspoon of cream of tartar in his water every day. And I was like, ew. Now, I've never tried cream of tartar, but it sounds hideous. So I was like, why the hell would you do that? It says because it has 495 milligrams of potassium in it. For a teaspoon of this stuff. Okay, so we're all freaking out about bananas and not being able to eat them, but everything has potassium. A nice 140 gram chicken breast has 358 milligrams of potassium in it. I was like, okay, so I get it. The FDA has locked these down at 99 milligrams. You can't get a capsule for more than 99 milligrams of potassium, which sounded stupid until I started reading all this. That you can get potassium all day from meat. But, ironically, it's not listed on the packaging. And I've noticed this across the board. With beef, let me see, 85-15, which is not what I use. I usually use 73-27. But with 85-15 beef, for 85 grams of that stuff, which is not very much, there's 270 milligrams of potassium in it. Why is nobody telling us this? Shrimp for 100 grams, which is like a handful of shrimp, 257 grams. Salmon for a nice size 198 gram piece, 719 grams of potassium. So most likely, most of us are getting a pretty good amount of potassium. But when you list it in MyFittnessPal, of course, it's not showing up because it's not on the label at all, ever. Pork chops have potassium in them, but it's not on the label. The word potassium is not even on this label. Anywhere. Not even listed as at all. It's not here, period. I checked all the meat in my refrigerator the day I actually noticed this, which was weeks ago. But when the guy told me about cream of tartar and I really started digging, I was like, it's in everything, meat-wise. Just not on the packaging. I started picking up Meat and Food Line the other day, just looking for the word potassium. Not a single mention. Anybody else ever had this issue? And also, does anybody know why the potassium is not listed on the meat? Anybody? I looked it up on Google. I can't find it. But if you're looking for good sources of meat with potassium in them, just Google it. Google, let's say, cream of tartar nutrition facts. Now, cream of tartar, it turns out, is actually nicknamed something else, but it's potassium, I can't remember what it was, but bitterite, something like that. But, so it's a potassium source for sure. But just, I mean, you can go to Google, just type in ribeye nutrition, and over down to the side, it'll give you a list of everything that's in it, which is far more competent than the packaging. So anyway, I just wanted to bring some potassium sources to y'all's thought process, because I don't think a lot of people know about meat and potassium, or not to a grand level. And I was talking to the same fellow about the cream of tartar. He had no idea meat had potassium in it. And I only knew because I accidentally came across it. And I'm sure at some point somebody told me before, but it didn't lock in or something. Surely everybody knows potassium and meat are together. Right? I don't know. Let me know what your thoughts are about this down below. And if you knew already that potassium and meat kind of went hand in hand, just give a comment. Oh, and if you like this video, if you learned something new at all, hit that like button. If you're new here, hit the subscribe button. I promise my videos are usually more entertaining. I hope. Maybe. And stick around here in a little bit. Oh, well, it's going to be another video. But I'm going to tell you what I've ate today, what I'm going to eat the rest of the day, and about my keto day, with a couple really cool off-scale victories that I just noticed that I'm very happy about. Bye, y'all.